Good morning. Welcome to this yoga flow on this last day of June 2021. July is really creeping up on us, but I'm glad to kind of keep moving one step closer to being out of this pandemic. So if you're for this class today, a block or two if you like that, a strap, belt, band, something like that. We'll use that at the end. You can always sit on a blanket or cushion your knees with it. But I'll give a real brief overview of where we've been and where we're at today with respect to the chakras. So 6 weeks ago, believe it or not, 6 weeks on this journey, we started with the root chakra, which is at the base. It vibrates red. That's hips, legs, feet, survival skills. So we went up to the second chakra, vibrates orange. So that's sexual and reproductive health, lower back, still getting into the hips there. Then we went up to, on week 3, the third chakra, vibrates yellow. So that's our power center. Abdominals are here, digestive system is here. Then 2 weeks ago, if my math is correct, 2 weeks ago, we went up to the heart chakra. So that's an emotional healing center. Back bending is a lot here. Just like it says, heart, breast, lungs, breath is all here. Then last week we went up to the 5th chakra, which is the throat chakra. So our speech, our communication is mainly centered here. So this week, 6th chakra, one of my favorites again. So this is, depending on who you follow, right between the eyebrows, maybe the bridge of the nose. Some people have it in the center of the forehead. Depending on, again, who you follow, it can be a deep blue or blue purplish color, an indigo color. So it vibrates that, it's right there. So this is where your intuition center is. When it's functioning properly, dreams, you've got good vision, your gut feeling again, just like in third chakra, is also in the intuition, good sleep, inner wisdom. If you believe in clairvoyance and ESP, which is extrasensory perception, that takes place here. When it's out of balance, you may have some nasty nightmares, insomnia, vision issues, trouble making different choices, us versus them, kind of mentality, overly judgmental and critical once more. So we're going to get into that a little bit here. We will not be doing handstands or headstands today. We'll be doing the preps for those, so they're safer and more accessible for everyone. And I believe in order to really tap into the intuition and the intuitive self, we also need to be able to kind of bring up and get out some crap that we're holding on to. And the best way to do that is through, I think, hip openers. So we'll get into some hip openers today as well. So finding a nice comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. Nice tall spine, ears, shoulders, and hips. Draw up from pubic bone behind the navel, or take that belly button into the spine, slight tuck in the chin. Breathe and expand. Good. So to settle in, we're going to get into our box breath. We've done that before in the lower chakras. We'll bring that back in here. So we're going to go to the number 5. We'll do that 3 times. If that's not your number today, do what you can. And if you can go to 6 or 7, that's even better. You can take that as well. So big exhale to prepare for that. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, 2, 3, 4, 5. hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, release, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Return to that normal breath. Fingertips to the side, palms turning up. Inhale, reach, 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 nice and tall, touching those palms together. Exhale. Good. Let's take it, instead of heart center today, let's take the thumbs right to that third eye. So right between the eyebrows, the center part of your forehead. And we'll create our intention here. So you always are free to create your own intention. If you're looking for 6th chakra intention, so you've got the color, the bluish purple, the indigo, or Soham. So Soham is a Sanskrit for what I often say in English. I am that. That's I am. Once you have that set, we'll take our thumbs to our forehead to seal that in our hearts. Good. From here, inhale, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, grow taller from crown to tail. Good. So we're going to kind of get a little bit energetic flow going before we get in deeper into the practice. So from here, I'm just going to take my hands to my thighs or to my knees, and you can keep a long spine here, and we're just going to make some circles. Now keep your belly button into the spine here for support. Move with the breath. Now I'm going to encourage the Ujjayi Pranayama here, that victorious breath, if you can. If not, always take your normal breath. At the end of the day, the only wrong way to breathe is not breathing at all. So just keep breathing, and then let's reverse that circle. Good. And so then from here, when you're ready, good. We'll come back to our center. We're going to take hands behind the head, press the head into the hands, elbows out as wide as what you're comfortable. We're going to start to the left, inhale, and exhale. So nice tall spine here because we're going into rotation. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to close my eyes for this. You can keep them open. You can keep this at a nice, slower or moderate pace, or you can pick this up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. If you picked it up a little bit quicker, slow that down, but keep moving, keep breathing. Good. And then from here, when you're ready, coming back to center. Arms out to the side, big inhale to prepare. Exhale, round forward. Inhale and open, going into that body wave. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Take another inhale to prepare. Exhale around. Good. And coming back in. Good. So from here, we're going to come to all fours. So cushion those knees if you need to do that. Remember, you can also do the basic cat-cow on the forearms as well if you've got cranky wrists today. Good. So find your good form. Spreading the fingers nice and wide. Rooting through the knuckles of the pinky, the pointer, and thumb. Good. Shoulders are over or slightly behind the wrists. Knees are under or slightly behind the hips. Those of you with a little bit of low back discomfort today, you can take your knees a little bit wider than hip width apart. That might make it feel a little bit better. So belly button is in. Basic cat-cow. Inhale, shine the heart forward to the pelvis back. Exhale and around. And we'll inhale. And exhale. Inhale, I see all things with clarity. Exhale around. You can stay with this basic, or I will show you 2 others that you can choose from. Semicircle cat-cow. Inhaling on we round sink down towards one hip, move through center. We're rolling up onto that other side. And then inhale, exhale, reversing that. Good, so that's option 2. Option 3 is a little bit more intense, dynamic cat-cow flow. So from here, inhale in on the cow. Exhale, round through cat, sink back, child's pose. Inhale, shoulders in our pockets, forearms drop, shifting forward, reach, reach, reach. Good. And then from here, take a few rounds. Moving with fluidity with the breath and your body. You can stick with one, you can try a medley of all 3 or a couple of them. Good, and then from here, when you're ready, finish up your round in a child's pose. Knees can be together as wide as the mat or somewhere in between. Now this is for the chakra class, so we're gonna try really hard to connect that third eye to the floor. If you can't do that, bring a block, a cushion, a folded blanket, whatever it is you have, bring that floor up higher to you and get that connection here. So I'm gonna take my arms forward when I do this, but remember, you can still get that connection and take hands by the ankles if you need that. Good, now breathe. Belly button in the spine. From here, when you're ready, we're gonna come up. Good. We're gonna walk over to the right. When you come over to the right, walk your left fingertips forward, lift just a smidge, press into the right hand, and then sink towards that left hip. Breathe and expand through that left side of the body. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, come back to center. Half or full child's pose here to reset the spine. And then when you're ready, we're gonna come forward just a little bit. Walk it over to the left now. Walk your right fingertips forward. Press into the left hand, sink towards the right hip. Breathe and expand through that right side of the body. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, come back to center. Good. From here, when you're ready, we're going to move forward back into all fours. We're going to prepare for a downward facing dog. So most of you are going to take a half a hand's width or full hand's width forward. If you're shorter like me, in the 4'10" range, you may be okay right where your hands are right there. But from here, when you're ready, tucking the toes, drawing up and in, lift and shift. Good. Now when you're shifting back, keep that bend in the knees. We're still pressing in and forward into the hands, finding those knuckles of pinky, pointer, and thumb. Shoulders in our pockets, head and neck are free. Look down at your feet and legs, our hips, knees, ankles, and toes in alignment. Can you press evenly into the big toe and pinky toe downs? Good. Now from here, you're going to choose your path. You can stay right where you are. You can lengthen the legs a little bit and come back to a bend. You may lengthen one leg, bend one knee, and go into the other side, walking the dog. Some people like to lift high on the toes and drop the heels. Stillness is always okay, so find what works. Be mindful if you've got tight hamstrings or some low back issues, keep a little bend in those knees. Breathe. Good. Maybe coming back to so hum. I am that, I am. And then from here, taking stillness if you took movement. Inhale, we'll look forward, bend those knees. Walk or step the feet forward to meet the hands. Coming to blocks or something if you can't touch the floor. And then from here with a little bend in the knees, maybe we ground. Good. From here, inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. Inhale, root through the feet, engage the glutes. We're going to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to third eye chakra. Right to the forehead. Good. From here, when you're ready, inhale and lift. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Now on this fold, put a little bend in the knees. If you can grab opposite elbows here for a little bit of a dangle. If not, you can just rest the hands down. And if it's safe for you, you can sway from side to side. If not, stay at center. Good. And then from here, when you're ready, we'll release. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, on out. Inhale, root, engage and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center, soft knees, soft tailbone, soft heart. Continuing to warm up, modified sun salute A. Inhale when we lift. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale when we bow. From the bow, step back into your plank pose. Knees are lifted or grounded. You choose. Also can come into a forearm plank here if you need to. Pressing back. I'm taking my heart up into the shoulders. I'm lifted, so I'm pressing back through my heels. Belly button is in towards the spine. I'm breathing. Good. Now those of you that normally have flow in your practice, if you're up high, you can shift forward slightly without collapsing through the shoulders lower down to the belly. Some of you are going to drop your knees with me first and try not to collapse through the shoulders as you lower down to the belly. Good. So I'm going to move this out of the way here just for a moment. Let's come into a wide cobra here. So I'm going to take my hands out to the side. I'm going to come onto my fingertips here. So remember, you're lengthening through the spine, and you want this to be more in back muscles. So I'll show you here in a moment. So I'm rolling my shoulders back. I'm lengthening. Belly button in, pubic bone into the mat. I'm going to lift here into this cobra. Now I have a little bit of pressure on the fingertips, but I'm not putting everything there. So you should be able to, in theory then, lift those hands off the floor, making the back muscles work. So long as you're not crunching there, and we'll lower down. We'll do that one more time. Lengthen. Drop from pubic bone behind the navel, belly button into the spine, and find that little modified cobra. And then from here, we'll come back down. Good. Now we're going to go back into a progression. If you like what we just did, you can stay with those. I'm going to take my hands in and forward just a smidge. Lengthen. Draw up and in. Finding cobra. You can lift the hands if you want to. Maybe you can come up a little bit higher. Shoulders in their pockets. We're supported in the spine. Or you can come up a little higher. Again, shoulders in pockets, supporting the spine. Those of you that have it and want it, you want a little bit more of a power move here. Lower down a little bit. Tuck the toes. Find your upward facing dog. You can be on the tops of the feet, or you can be back on the toes. Everyone gets there in the best way for them. And then from here, we'll gently lower back down. And wiggle. Hands under the shoulders. Stronger, more experienced yogis can tuck the toes, push up in a plank, shift back down dog. Everyone else, follow me through tabletop, tucking toes, lifting the knees, finding downward facing dog. Coming into the breath, coming into Ujjayi here if you can. Maybe pondering, I trust my inner teacher, or do I trust my inner teacher? So remember, your inner teacher is you. I'm just a guide. Remember, I say your body is your best teacher. Do you trust that teacher? Do you trust your body? From the downward facing dog, inhale, look forward, bend those knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Good. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. And exhale, roll out. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center, finding breath. Mountain attention. We're going to keep moving through our warm-ups here. So big inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, step or hop back to plank pose. You choose. Take or skip a flow. I'm going to take a modified one here. From downward facing dog, finding your breath. And when you're ready, inhale, looking forward, bend those knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to third eye. Going again, inhale when we lift. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, roll bow. Inhale, step or hop back into plank pose. You choose. Take or skip that vinyasa flow. Good. So downward facing dog, often an underrated pose. This is actually a prep for headstand and handstands. If you're ready for a headstand and handstand, you should be able to be here for several minutes, comfortably in good form. Inhale, look forward, bend those knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, roll out. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last one. Big inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and roll out. Inhale, step or hop back to plank pose. You choose. Take or skip that flow. So those of you watching at home, I do not take every flow that I cue. They're there for the people that like them, but they are never required. Good. Maybe asking yourself this question: do I have clarity of mind and thoughts? Do I have clarity of mind and thoughts? Inhale, looking forward, bending the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, roll out. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to third eye. Soft knee, soft tailbone, soft heart. From here, we're going to take our arms up, so it's kind of this mudra right here. Right up overhead. Really reach the arms beside. We're going to get a nice little side bend here before our next flow series. So, drawing up and in, we're reaching nice and tall. Get a side bend towards the left, pressing down through the right. Breathe and expand. Inhale. Exhale, coming to center. Reach, reach, reach. Taking that side bend to the right, pressing through the left side. Good, coming back up here. Reach, 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 and exhale, hands to come down. Now we're going to set up for a sun salute B here, or at least a variation of it. So I'm going to cue those of you that are newer or need a wider base of support. Hips, knees, and toes are going to track here. You have a little bit more experience. Feet and legs can be closer together or touching. You choose where you need to be here. I'm going to be hip width apart. And then from here, whenever you're ready, big inhale. Exhale, sit back into your chair. Find the heels, find the glutes. Some of you might even want to sit a little bit deeper here into a skier pose. Breathe. Good, breathe. Inhale, exhale, little back. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, little back. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose. Take or skip that flow. Good. Now from here, when we're ready, we're going to take the left leg up, 3-point. We're going to bend the knee. We're just going to open and close 3 times, and then we're going to step it forward. So from here, when you're ready, strong, even upper body. Get those shoulders plugged in. Open to the left and close center. Open to the left and close center. Open to the left, close center. Inhale, exhale, step or pick up and put the left foot forward between the hands. Warrior prep, the back foot, heel swings in, heel to heel, heel to arch, or take this leg out a little bit wider. Find power and stability as you rise. Warrior 1. Front hip's gonna come back, back hip's gonna come forward. Find the back edge of that back foot. Glance down, do you see that front toe? If not, take that foot more forward. Knee tracks towards pinky toe. Okay, now from here you have some options. So a little bit of an easier option, you can take the hands, prayer hands, thumbs right at the third eye. We're gonna fold and come back into a little flow. Or if you want a little bit more challenge or a little bit more into the shoulders, take your arms out to the side. Left arm's gonna come on top of the right. You can find an eagle hug or an eagle wrap. Maybe you have a thumb or 2 at the third eye. So find yours. I'm going to practice with prayer hands, thumb at the forehead today because my shoulders are not real happy, but you do you. So from here, whenever you're ready, drawing up and in. Inhale, exhale, hinging forward. Inhale, coming back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Maybe one more time. Inhale, exhale, open. Reach towards the sky. Inhale, exhale. Take that path to the mat. Plant the hands, swivel up the back foot, front foot steps back. You choose. Take or skip that flow. Maybe you need to warrior, or not warrior prep, but walk your dog a little bit here. Yeah, so repeating that on the other side. So now, right leg's gonna lift 3-point, bending that knee. We're gonna open to the right, strong even upper body, and close center. Open to the right, and close center. Open to the right, close center, round, step or pick up and put that right foot forward between the hands. We'll warrior prep that back foot. Find your power and stability, rising warrior 1. Good. Front hip will come back hip will come forward. Good. Now just do a little check-in with your knee and your foot, pressing through the back edge. So remember your options. You can follow me, taking hands to prayer, thumbs at the third eye, or if you like that eagle hug or eagle wrap, arms are gonna come over to the side. Your right arm is gonna be on top this time, finding your hug or finding your wrap. You choose what you need. And then from here, when you're ready, drawing up and in, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, open, exhale. Arms up, reach, reach, reach. Inhale, exhale. Take that path to the mat. Plant the hands, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. From here, when you're ready, we're gonna drop those knees and we're gonna come into a dolphin pose. So I'm gonna show you some different ways to do this, building yourself up. Some people like to just get a stretch here, and there's nothing wrong with that. So some people will come onto the elbows, kind of hinge back a little bit. Some people will take that onto blocks or 2, doing the same thing. Find that one if that's appropriate for you. Some people are going to just come to the forearms. Good. And then maybe this is your version of dolphin here. So whether you're here or going to go into one of the bigger poses, shoulders are really plugged into their pockets. We don't want to be here. We're really plugged in. So you're really pressing that mat away with elbows and forearms. The belly button is in. If you're okay with this one, you can tuck the toes and lift the hips. Head does not touch the floor here. Good. You can hinge back a little bit. Shoulders are still in their pockets. Good. Next level, you're going to pipe those feet in. Good. Now I'm still pressing into my forearms. I'm shifting my weight back a little bit. I feel this in the shoulders and the upper back around the shoulder blades. You should. Head and neck should be able to shake yes and no here because head is not touching. Breathe. I am that. That I am. And then from here, you're going to decide how you come back to downward facing dog. Some people are going to drop their knees first. Some people are just going to lift one elbow at a time, and then maybe you're right there. So take your path to down dog in the way that's best for your body. And then from the downward facing dog, we'll inhale, look forward, bend those knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, one bow. Now from the bow, we're going to come back to the chair. Or we're going to find that skier, something a little bit deeper here if you can. Breathe. Maybe all the answers I need, I see within me. All the answers I need, I see within me. Inhale, exhale, give yourself a nice little fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Whew. Exhale, hands to, let's take heart center or third eye, your choice. Finding your breath, your mountain, your affirmations or your intention. Maybe just, coming back to that bluish purple, that indigo color. All right, here we go. Big inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and bow. From this bow, we're going to step the right foot back. Blocks can come under the hands here if you need them to, or hands can be on the ground. And before we do anything else, watch this front knee, and we're just going to rock back and forth here. Good. And then from here, when you're ready, we're going to drop that back knee. Make sure that knee has cushion if it needs it. You can make sure that knee is behind the hip, not underneath it. You can keep hands on the ground or on your blocks here if that's what you need today. For those of you that are okay with it, taking it up. Good. We're going to take the prayer, so thumbs to the forehead. I'm just going to release out of here a minute, and then I'm going to let gravity take me back in here. Front hip will come back hip will come forward. We're strong in the front body, so we don't dump into the low body. You can even come into a little bit of a back bend here if you want to. Staying with the breath. And then from here, coming back up. Hands are going to come down. You can choose. Right hand can come to a block or the floor, and you can open up into a twist to the left here. Or if you want something with a little bit more power behind it, tuck that back toe, lift that back knee. Now you're pressing back through the heel. We're strong through this thigh. We're not letting it droop. And then you can open to the left again. Really open that left shoulder. Really look towards the ceiling or the sky. Be strong in that supporting shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, take that down. front foot steps back. Oof. You choose, take or skip a flow. Noticing how you feel. Good. From that beautiful downward facing dog, inhale, look forward, bend those knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to face your hands. We'll inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale out. This time, planting the hands, we're going to take the left foot back now. Find the up runner to begin. Blocks can come under the hands here. And just rock back and forth for a minute. As we begin to go into this series, maybe ask yourself, do you have clarity of mind and thoughts? Do I have clarity of mind and thought? Good. From here, when you're ready, back knees go to the ground. Cushion it if you need to. Make sure the knees behind the hip, not under it. Hands can be grounded or have blocks underneath, and you're welcome to stay there. Or you can take it up. Good. I'm going to take my thumbs back to my third eye. Good. I'm just going to lengthen out of here for a moment, and then I'm going to let gravity settle me back in here. Belly button is in tight. Good. You can take a little back bend here. Good. From here, when you're ready, coming back up. Reach, reach, reach. Hands come back to the ground. Choosing where you want to go for your twist here. So left hand can be on the floor on a block. You can have that knee grounded, opening up. Or for a little bit more of a power move, tuck that back toe, lift that back knee, press back through that heel, strong in that left thigh as you open. Really open that right shoulder, looking towards the ceiling. Staying with the breath. Come back to that intention. Inhale. Exhale, taking that hand down. Woo! The right foot's going to step back. You choose. Take or skip that flow. From that flow, drop the knees. We're going to find a child's pose again. So remember, knees together as wide as the mat, somewhere in between. Arms can be long in front. Bring in that block or prop if forehead can't touch the floor. And this time, if your hands are forward, can you press in just a little bit, making shoulders slide back into their pockets a little bit more. Breathe and expand. Just a little bit of a different engagement. Good, and then from here, when you're ready, we're going to come back up. We're going to do dolphin pose number 2. So all of the options are the same, only those of you doing the more advanced option will be add on. So remember, you can come back to the elbows here, hinging back. You can be on the forearms, hinging back a little bit. You can draw up and in, really press those shoulders into their pockets, tuck the toes, and lift. Maybe this is yours. Maybe you want to pike in a little bit. Good. So you can stay right here. My shoulders in their pockets. I'm hinging my way back just a little bit here. Those of you that are going to move on with me, starting right leg's going to pick up, bending that knee, and we're just going to open and hold. Head and neck are still free here. Good, and then we'll lengthen and we'll take that back down. Good. Reach up, shoulders in the pockets. Don't collapse there. Left leg's gonna lift, bending that knee, opening if you're going here. And then from here, we'll lengthen that leg, take that leg back down. Again, and the way that's best for you, find your downward facing dog. That might not be how the way I just did it. Remember, everybody has multiple paths to achieving the end goal. That path for most of us, myself included, is not a straight line. There's many twists and turns and ups and downs, but we can still get there. Inhale, look forward, bend those knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands serve thumbs to third eye. Reconnect. Good. So from here, what we're going to do now is we're going to step out wide into Prasarita. We are going to, yes, if you are someone who is trying to take your head down to the floor in Prasarita, but you know you're not quite there, you can bring a block in here too, or even a couple blocks, bringing that floor up a little higher so you don't overstrain. And I'll put that right here just so that you can see what I'm talking about when we get there. So from here, I'm just going to step out. Good. Now remember, you want your big toes to be in alignment. The outer edges of the feet are engaged into the floor, or rooted into the floor, and you're parallel to the short edge of your mat. Rule of thumb, taking your arms out to the side, wrists and ankles in alignment. Some of you that are a little bit more flexible might be a little bit wider than that, and that's okay. So, first one, we're going to take the hands to the waist, rolling the shoulders back, draw up and in, maybe shine that heart a little bit towards your ceiling or the sky, and with a little micro bend in the knees, we'll hinge and fold. Good. Now you can keep your hands on your waist, or if you need to take them down for security, you can do that too, or balance. Good. So you may or may not be able to come to a block here. You can do a third eye connection. You can even do a more of a crown connection. Okay, so find where you need it. Shoulders are still back in the pockets here. We don't let it go. And then when you're ready, pressing through the outer edges of the feet, a little bit of a micro bend in the knees. Pressing, we're going to come all the way up. Ooh, taking those arms up. Reach, reach, reach. Let's open into a little bit of a back bend. Good. And coming up. Taking it down. Good. From here, we're going to take the, it's going to be my left, so we're going to go this way. So left foot's going to come out. Right foot's going to angle in. Good. Find your warrior two position from here. Watching that foot hit knee and toe. Always track in that same alignment. You should be able to see that toe. Foot comes forward if you can't. I'm pressing through the outer edges of that back foot. Maybe I can just lift the toes, finding those inner arches. Good. Belly button is in. From here, you can keep a bent knee for more challenge, or you can lengthen as you take it back, find exalted. You can bind, you can wrap here, find what works for you, or you can just follow me and just skip that today. Inhale, exhale, finding warrior two. We're gonna lengthen. Good, that left foot's gonna turn back in. Prasarita fold number 2. So from here, I'm just gonna have my arms up. Good, we're gonna hinge from the hips here. So finding the outer edges of my feet, drawing up and in, big inhale, exhale, hinging from the hips. I'm just gonna take that down. Good, now you can stay here. Some people like to stay here and hinge back. Some people like to walk the hands forward and hinge back. Some people like to take the hands through and come down. So again, you may or may not touch the floor here. Shoulders are still in our pockets. Breathe. I am that. That I am. So hum. And then from here, when you're ready, bringing the hands back in, pressing through the outer edges of the feet, come all the way up, reach, 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 and open, open, open. Why so many Prasarita folds? Well, because this pose is more accessible and safer, a lot safer, than a traditional headstand, but you get all the benefits from the headstand in this prostrate fold. That's why I like it. Good. So now we're going to come to the other side. So that foot's going to turn out. Good. This other foot's going to angle in a little bit, heel to heel, heel to arch, or a little bit wider. Good. Find your warrior two. Front hip's going to come back just a smidge. Relax through your shoulders. Belly button is in. One more time, checking in with the feet. Can you just lift those toes, pressing into the big toe and pinky toe mounds? Arches should lift a little bit there. And lowering it. Good. You choose bending the front knee or lengthening that leg. Take it back to exalted. If you did an arm bind or an arm rack on the other side, maybe find something similar here. Finding breath. Inhale. Exhale, finding warrior two. We're going to lengthen that front leg, turning that foot in. One final prosarita, last one, last time. Some of you might hinge forward and do the toe bind here. Some of you will instead clasp the hands behind, pressing down and opening up. So my shoulders don't like that today, so I'm not going to do that one, but just know it's available to you if you want to. So from here, I'm going to inhale, taking it up. Once again, pressing through the outer edges of the feet, hinging and folding. I'm going to come to my toes. Good. And come into my final prosarita. If you're clasping the hands behind you, really press towards that ceiling. Shoulders are in your pockets no matter where you're practicing. And then from here, when you're ready, if you've bound your toes, you can release your toes. Hands are bound behind you. Really reach towards that ceiling as we come all the way up. One last time. Open, open, open. Good. And we'll come up from here, hands to the waist. Heel toe in, or hop together. Good. Coming to the top of the mat, we're going to make our way down and stay down. Good. So from here, noticing how you feel. Big inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, bow. Inhale, step or hop back to plank pose. You choose. Take or skip the last flow of this class. Good. Maybe asking yourself, am I overly analytical? Am I overly analytical? Another way to say that, am I overly judgmental? So humans are judgmental by nature, but some of us like to take that way over the top sometimes. So do you do the sometimes, or is your sometimes all the time? Ask yourself. From your downward facing dog, drop the knees, child's pose once more. Make it really juicy, taking the forehead to the ground or to the block. And then whenever you're ready, carefully coming back up here. Good. We're going to find a comfortable seat. So I'm going to bring my blanket in here to sit on. So I'm going to start by taking my left leg forward. Good. My right foot is going to come in here. Good. Drawing up and in. Keep softness in this knee if you need to. Big inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, hinge and fold. So head and neck are an extension of the spine. So think about the third eye coming more towards the shin bone, less towards the knee. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release and come up. Okay. Before we go to the next one, Coming into Baddha Konasana, taking the soles of the feet together. So if you are someone who should not or cannot take the toes to the forehead, build yourself up with your blocks. So you can have a block or two here and here. You can have a block at any height here. You can even build up. This is especially good for those of you that shouldn't or can't forward fold a little bit here, because this one lets you keep a long spine as you get your third eye connection. So find where you need that. Inhale, exhale, carefully come out of there. Good, we're gonna take Janu Sirsasana one more time, other side. Right leg's gonna come forward now, left foot's gonna come in. Good, big inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, hinge and fold. Staying with the breath. Come back to that indigo color. And then from here, when you're ready, we'll come back up out of there. We're gonna come onto our backs. We're gonna come into a freestyle bridge. So any bridge of your choice you can have here. If a supported bridge is more your jam today, ranch house or townhouse, you can bring in your block here. Otherwise, this is gonna be any bridge of yours that's already in your practice. So it shouldn't be something brand new. So even full back bend is fine if that's in your practice. Okay, so I'm gonna roll my shoulders back. My hips, knees, and toes are gonna track. This is gonna be true for any bridge that you do. And from here, I'm just gonna do the basic. I'm gonna equally press into my feet, lifting my hips up. Good. You can slide the block under here, the sacrum. Some of you might roll the shoulders under, clasping the hands. You might take the heels in a little bit closer for ankle bind bridge. You choose. Breathe. And then when you're ready, depending on what bridge you went into and the way that's best for you, carefully come out of your bridge. We'll take the knees into the chest. And we'll rock, rock, rock side to side. Gently take head and neck from side to side. Grabbing our strap, belt, or whatever it is that you're going to use here, we're going to get into the hips. This will also go into our final twist. So I'm going to take this right around the right foot. Find a grip that's appropriate for you right here. Left knee can be bent or extended long and strong if you're okay in the back. And whenever you're ready, drawing up and in. Good. Bring that into your range of motion. Softness in the knees. We'll release. Both hands onto that strap. Good. Both hips, both shoulders are going to stay grounded here as you take that leg out to the right. For something special, you can tug in towards that right shoulder. If your left knee is long, you can really reach to that left side. Inhale, exhale, bringing that leg back up. Good. From here, other hand's gonna grab both straps. Your left leg's gonna come long if you have it bent. You can choose arcing over with a long leg. You can do it with a bent knee, or you can come all the way over into full spinal twist. Keeping leg in line with the hip, don't let it flop on the floor. Maybe right shoulder can stay grounded and you can look to the right. Inhale, exhale, coming back to center. Good. Do that mid-air switcheroo. Good. Right knee can be bent or lengthened. Find your grip that you need here. Good. And we'll take this back. Softness in the knee. Good. And then from here, we'll release. Both straps into that left hand. Both hips are going to stay grounded. Good. Taking that leg out to the left. For something extra, you can tuck in towards that left shoulder. Or if your right knee is long, you can really reach to that right side. And then when you're ready, we'll bring that back into center. Extend the right leg long if you had it bent. Switching hands, good. Arcing over with a long leg, a bent knee, or maybe coming over for full spinal twist, keeping leg in line with the hip. Left shoulder grounded, maybe looking to the left. And when you're ready, we'll take that leg back up. Good. And then from here, just carefully release. Last time, knees into the chest. We're going to have a short Savasana here, or at least shorter than compared to yesterday's yin. So you can come wherever you're comfortable. Everything can flop open. You can put a bend in the knees. You can be on your side. You can be on your belly using hands as a pillow for a third eye connection if you want to. And I will leave you here for a few moments. As you close your eyes, kind of focus that internal gaze right at the third eye. And then maybe ponder this quote: the eyes are the window to one's soul. Taking some deep breaths. Choose stillness, or gently take the head and neck from side to side. Choose stillness, or invite movement of the fingers and the toes. Choose stillness, or taking knees into the chest. Choosing to keep the upper body grounded or maybe lifted for a full body hug. And choosing stillness, or extending legs long in front of you, arms long behind you, and reach and lengthen from the edge of the fingertips, the edge of the toes. Full body stretch, point and flex to the feet. Bend and stretch to the hands, curling wrists and ankles in one direction, and then in the other. And then from here, whenever you're ready, bending in both knees, and you choose rolling over to your right or left side. Get the side that works best, contemplating for a moment. And then whenever you're ready, pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat. Maybe the same one we started with, maybe a different one. And once you find that comfortable seat, find a nice full spine, ears, shoulders, and hips in alignment, noticing how you feel. Fingertips to the side, palms turning up. Inhale, reach, 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 and lengthen, touching palms together. Exhale, We're going to take our thumbs to the third eye for good and true thoughts, to our lips for good and kind words, and to our hearts for open and loving hearts, knowing no effort on this mat is ever wasted, no gain is ever reversed. I hope you to be safe and well. I will chant the sound of the sixth chakra for you, which is Om. You're welcome to do that with me or just listen. Inhale for Om if you're going to take it. Thank you so much for practicing with me this morning. Have a wonderful day and week ahead. Namaste. So thank you so much for practicing with me. As always, let me know if you have any questions, if you ever need